Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning. I'm here at Ekadunan where I delivered Marthiel to the elves, and they then directed me to this dwarf here standing in front of these gates and asked me if there was anything I could do to find out what they're up to.
We will reclaim the lost halls of Khazad-dûm.
You're joking, aren't you? What brings you to this place, traveler? An expedition of my folk has come to Holeen to seek out our kinsman Balin within the vastness of Khazad-dûm. But I deem this has naught to do with your affairs. Still, our lords Bossi and Broger have recommended that we accept whatever help is offered to us in this matter. Did they mean outsiders, I wonder? If you truly wish to aid the dwarves in reclaiming the halls of their fathers, speak with Took on the other side of this archway. We have not heard from Balin for many years, and we may find the great halls of Khazad-dûm empty, or full of danger. Alright, well, the elves asked us to find out what they're up to, and I guess if we're going to do that, we are going to have to speak with these dwarves and perhaps help them a little bit. Oh. Hello there.
Khazad-dûm has long been lost to us, but we will reclaim it!
Welcome to Holeen, Pineclaw. We have followed our lords Bossi and Broger here to the purpose of reclaiming the mines of Moria, lost to us for too many long years. If you are willing to aid us in this venture, we will be grateful for as long as the mountains stand above the halls of our fathers. Know this, though. Khazad-dûm was long ago taken from the dwarves by violence and slaughter, and has remained devoid of our kind throughout the long years. Balin led an earlier expedition to reclaim the great city, but there has been no word from him for many a year. We do not know what we may find within the mines of Moria.
Spies of our enemies are everywhere.
We had not been here long before it became clear that some power was keeping watch over the gaze of Holeen. Filthy Crabade have appeared in great numbers, spying on our efforts and troubling the workers. I do not know to what purpose the news of our efforts may be put, but their presence has made both uneasy, and that is enough for me. To the south you will see where the Sirannon once flowed, but it has dried up and a riverbed is now empty. We walk along the banks, defeating any of the spying Crabane you see there, and bring me their talons. We can put those birds' claws to various uses. More importantly, though, you will be hindering whatever fell plans the master of these spies may be brewing for my kinsmen. Alright then, along the Sirannon. And here's one of these birds now. Ooh, been a long time since I've done this at level. I'm not even sure I've ever done this. Okay, probably when... maybe once, way in the earlier days of my very first character to come through here, I might have done it right at level. But more traditionally, I'm either doing this... I've done this at level 45, where actually most of my characters do this at level 45. And there was a time when I did it with the Epic Storyline completing Volume 1 before coming here, and that meant being level 52. So I'm not exactly sure if I've ever done this exactly at level 50, which is the level of the quest here. Now you may be wondering why I'm here and not out finishing the Volume 1, and that's because my goal is to do stuff at level, and while the quest I'm finishing up in Volume 1 is level 50, the next quest after that is level 51, and since I did the real work of the level 50 quest, I thought I will come here, do this stuff which is level 50, and then return to volume 1 after I finish book 1 here, and then I'll be back on track on level wise. Well, not exactly, because I'll still be finishing volume 1 at 52 and coming back here with 51 quests, but it'll be as close as I'm going to be able to get to doing everything on level, and give me a chance to do the expedition exactly on level for a change.
Thank you for this, my friend.
Not only for the Talons, but for defeating agents of whatever power believes that the dwarves have no business here in Holin or in Khazad-dûm.
The dwarves will prevail.
I've written a report for you to bring to Bolsey, Pineclaw. Show him this document, and he will determine how best to utilize your assistance. You will find Bolsey near some of the wagons beyond the rocky outcroppings of the southeast. Just follow the road as it bends around the outcropping and turns northeast. So bring Tolk's report to Bolsey. And we'll be seeing quite a bit of Bolsey as this storyline develops. But right now, my main plan is to find him in the first place so that we can get along with the storyline. Now, I will be doing the entire expedition area. I think I've only done it maybe 3 times in all, because normally I just come in here, do the epic part of it, and skip out. But I thought this would be an excellent opportunity to do all of the quests here.
Thank you for this report, and welcome to Holin.
Thank you for bringing me this, Pineclaw, and for your efforts on our behalf. Our work here has been going more slowly than we expected. My cousin Broger and I determined to seek Balin within the Moria some months ago, but it took many weeks to assemble an expedition of dwarves willing to accompany us. We chose a roundabout way over the mountains, so as to speak with Lord Glorine, a close friend of our father's, about Khazad-dûm. His words were grim. I do not think he believes that our expedition will succeed. It has been too long without word, he told us. If Balin, son of Fundine, still lives within the vines. I am beginning to perceive the likelihood of this warning. All right.
The Holin gate is blocked with rubble, and my dwarves work to clear it.
Yes, when we arrived at the Holin gate some days ago, we found the doors of Durin sealed by rubble and debris. Our road seems poorly chosen now. I wonder if the dimmer gate on the eastern side of the mountains is open. Dwarves of our expedition have been working to unearth the gate, but it is lean and hungry work. Bring them these lunches so that they may harbor strength from their labors ahead. Bring them lunches? Travel north to the slopes between the rocky walls, and you will find workers resting all along the path of the Holin gate, and there are more along the edge of the water before the doors. Speak with War at the gate when you have done this, and he will have further tasks for you. All right. And what do you want?
I doubt that Lord Balin still lives.
Bolsey has assured me that the Holin gate will be excavated soon, but I am still worried that our expedition might be left outside Khazad-dûm for some days. The hills echo with the howling of wolves, but little else can be heard. How they make thee shiver in the stillness. Holin of old was full of life, but now even the birds seem suspicious and hostile. Those hills are riddled with natural caverns, though none approach the splendor or even the unworked passages of Khazad-dûm. Unpleasant creatures have taken refuge in some of these, and I fear they will cause trouble for my people if we remain here overlong. To the southwest, across the dry riverbed of the Sirannon, is a cave called Filgolgan. A company of half-orcs has encamped inside that place. If you care to assist the dwarves of the expedition, you will thin their numbers and defeat their leader Grog. So we need to defeat half-orcs, defeat Grog, and I can only do that before the expedition enters Moria, because after that this area will be locked out. Now I will be saving that for when the epic goes into the area, because the epic takes you near Filgolgan later. So we will take care of the half-orcs at that time. No reason to go out of our way, because we will be in the right area soon enough. And we want to work on this plot line. Now, the entire point of Book 1, of course, is to bring you your first legendary items. That's another advantage, because I have this legendary spear here. I know spears, I know whoop-de-doo, that I can't use or do anything with because I am currently not having finished this area yet. So I have to finish this area, then I can start to use legendary items, for better or for worse.
4 of my best dwarves have gone missing.
Pardon? Can I help you? My cousin and I have a great number of things to manage, and I do not have a moment to spare on other matters. You wish to help? Well, if you're willing to work, I can certainly find a use for you. I dispatched 4 of my finest dwarves to investigate the cavern that flows with the water. It is just up the slope to the east, and they have not yet reported back. If you can find these 4 inside the brackwater and bring them word of their findings, I will reward you for your trouble. Now that you have a task with which to busy yourself, I pray you do not linger about, for it is distracting. Leave me. There is much to consider. Just wait till we get to the way of Smith. Not the way of Smith, the deep way. Just wait. Alright, well, here's your lunch.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
Ah, thank you for this. I was afraid I might waste away without something to eat soon. We'll have unearthed the Holine Gate before too long, but it is not easy work. We work in shifts in order to get the job done as efficiently as possible. Deliver 7 lunches. Whee!
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
Hello there, and thank you for this lunch. My stomach was just beginning to grumble. My kinsmen are wondering what we will find within Casa Doom. Lord Balin alive and well? Great riches of Mithril? Countless orcs and goblins? I suppose we'll see. But I am hoping for the Mithril. Yeah. I'm sure you'd rather find the Mithril than find the... Alright, I'll go there in a moment. That's the brackwater. And I'll deliver the lunches first, since we have all these hungry dwarves and we can't leave them starving. Then I could go in and check the brackwater.
These halls will be great once more.
This lunch will be just the thing to refresh me after a long labor, and I thank you for it. We would not have followed just anyone here to Holine in the darkness of Casa Doom. Lords Bolsi and Broger are young, true, but they are stout of heart, and their fathers earned great renown as part of Thorn's company. This could be our chance to achieve glory of the same kind. Anyway, yes, I'm sure they hope for the Mithril, but I have a feeling, since this is an MMO, that they're more likely to find the orcs and the goblins, and especially since if you've ever read Lord of the Rings, you know what they found there. And no, it wasn't a dinner party with dwarves.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
Thank you for this lunch. I will eat it in a moment. There is something about the lake I do not like, but I cannot figure out what it is. It makes me uneasy. Alright, you mean like the fact that there is a still lake here? And obviously a dam, since the river's not flowing. Alright, so up here to the next dwarf. And up through here. The great forges of Khazad-dûm will be ours again. He wants to put that anvil at the great forges of Khazad-dûm. That's it.
May Durin return soon to his halls.
Thank you for this lunch. You are truly courageous to help us thus. Or have you not yet heard of the tale of Durin's bane? At any rate, you have my thanks. Durin's bane. That doesn't sound like fun. You know, someone was saying that the lake looks... Oh, forget it. Well then, we've got 2 more lunches to deliver. I know, high epic quality stuff. I mean, this tingles you with excitement after the forges of Mirabelle.
The time has come to drive forth the orcs from our kingdom.
You have my thanks for the lunch, but I will have to eat it when my shift is done. We'll be through this rubble in no time. 'Tis odd, though. My pick tells me that the debris hasn't yet settled. I'd wager a wagonful of Moria silver that this collapse happened recently. Recently? Oh, isn't that fun?
These halls will be great once more.
Ah, a prepared lunch. Lord Bosley is doing a fine job keeping us fed and rested. We will repay him, both him and Lord Broger, with all our strength, and be through this rubble in no time. What will we find beyond the gate, I wonder? They all seem to be wondering that.
We are running low on pickaxes. They break too easily.
You've come just in time, Pineclaw. We're really going through pickaxes up here, and we break through more, and will hinder our progress in digging to the Holine Gate. Bring these broken pickaxes back to Lord Bolsey, and tell him that we'll need some replacements, and quickly, if we are to continue making good progress. You will find him near the bank of the Sirannon south. Yes, I know where he's at. So, where they make these pickaxes out of flint? Well, okay. I suppose that dwarves have better materials than flint in which to make pickaxes out of. Probably good dwarf steel or something like that, but if it's good dwarf steel, why are they breaking so easily? They're not using flint pickaxes, are they? That would be silly. Alright. Let's get through here. And now we are not going to go all the way back to Bolsey yet, and that is because we have this Rackwater place to take care of. And I think it's high time to do that for our next episode of Pineleaf Plays the Beorning.